Good morning, or at least for me, we have a twofer episode today. We have a soup for supper, and we also have a cabinet of chaos. Now, the soup we will be making is this split pea soup with ham from my Prairie cookbook. You'll probably recognize this little girl from Little House on the Prairie. This is such a cute cookbook, but we will look at that in a little bit. And the soup also helped me with my cabinet of chaos because I got to use up a bag of split peas that I'd had in there, for several months. So this is going to get used up, and that's always a good thing. Now, I already have the peas, the 7 cups of water, and the little bit of oil in here. This is coming to a boil, and then we will simmer that for 2 hours, which gives us plenty of time to get the rest of the ingredients ready and take a look at this cookbook. So let's go ahead and get started. And while the soup is cooking, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what I love about Melissa Gilbert's cookbook. So this cookbook is a compilation of recipes that she loves and also ones that she's made for her family for years and has passed down to her children because she loves them so much. Now, just based on the recipes, the food looks so good. It's really down-home kind of food, comfort food, the kind of food that you could see on a Little House on the Prairie. So her recipes fits the theme so well. Another thing I really enjoyed about this cookbook is her memories. She goes through a lot of how it felt to be a child actress on one of the most popular TV shows of all time, and what it felt like to work with her co-workers, in a way grow up with them, because she was a small child when she got this role and literally spent the next 10 years of her life on this set. And a lot of behind the scenes memories of being on that set and what it really felt like to be on Little House on the Prairie. Another great aspect to this cookbook is the fact that it's filled with pictures, but not just pictures of the food, which was really well done and much appreciated, but also pictures of her on the set, behind the scenes photographs, and promotional stills that you may not know exist or have never seen before. This is a cookbook that you can read through for tidbits on what it was like to be on Little House on the Prairie while also getting really great food. So overall, I would highly recommend this cookbook. I enjoyed reading it. I really enjoyed looking through, all her stories and her reminiscences. She seems like a really positive and happy person, and that really shines through this cookbook. You can see her personality coming through the pages. Now, overall, I would highly recommend picking up this cookbook, and this is one that I'll probably be getting myself and keeping in my collection. It was put out in 2014, so that means you can probably find it used somewhere for just a few dollars. So I will definitely be looking out for that to see if I can get a copy of my own. So now let's go ahead and check on our soup and get the rest of our ingredients in that pot. Now we've got our ingredients all ready to add to our soup. The parsley is going to go in last, right before serving. So right now I'm just going to add this ham to the bowl and the bowl to the pot. So let's go ahead and get that done. And we are ready to add to the soup. Now I have gone ahead and added a couple more cups of hot water to this soup. This evaporated pretty quick, and probably because my stove apparently tends to run a little bit hot. So I had to turn it down almost on its lowest setting, and you can see it's still bubbling. So just be careful, watch it periodically and make sure you do have enough water in there. So now let's add our big bowl of ham and vegetables. And we're also going to add our seasoning at this time. So we're going to put in our garlic powder. We're also going to put in our pepper. Now, she did say that salt is optional. You can put salt in at this time. I'm going to wait because I'm not exactly sure how salty that ham is. So I'm going to let this simmer a little bit, do a quick taste test of the broth, and see if it even needs it. So we're going to let this sit for about 30 minutes until the vegetables are nice and tender, and then we are going to have soup. All right, it's been about 30 minutes, and I think we've got soup. Oh, that looks so good. Now, all we have to do is add the parsley. And I'm going to do a little bit of a taste test of the broth and see if we need salt or not, and then we will do our official tasting. All right, we've got soup. Let's try it while it's hot. And it is really hot. That is so good. Now, I did end up adding some salt to it, because the ham I used wasn't as salty as some ham can be. So you will want to adjust your seasoning on that. But overall, this is such a perfect, comforting soup. It's so good for fall and winter. It really just makes me picture eating this in front of a fireplace on a cold winter's night. Oh my gosh, it is so wonderful. The smell is great too. It really makes your kitchen smell so like homey and just makes your mouth water. And it's so nice and thick, but not as thick as a stew. It's just got that perfect consistency. I really enjoy this recipe. It was easy to make. It basically babysits itself on the stove, and it doesn't take a whole lot of ingredients to make the perfect bowl of soup. So I would definitely give this soup a try. And as for the cookbook, It is such a nice cookbook. I just love it, and I probably will add it to my collection. So thank you for watching this Soup for Supper and Cabinet of Chaos episode. And stay tuned for next time to see what else we will pull out of the library.
And if you like historical cooking and unusual cookbooks, here's 2 more videos you might enjoy. And make sure to like and subscribe for more foodie adventures.